Chapter 92. However, Cindy was having none of that. She glared at Nancy and Wilbur, fuming as she shook her head. "You're both beyond saving, I swear. I'm not staying here and arguing with you any further. Do what you want. Don't come crying to me later, Nancy." Cindy got to her feet and was ready to leave. Right on cue, her phone started ringing. She looked at it and picked it up at once. "Hello, Miss Eve. Is something the matter?" Cindy sounded overjoyed. Everyone at Woods Corporate knew that Cape was the real boss behind Woods Corporate, and Faye was pretty much the top dog in Cape. To Cindy, getting a call from Faye herself was an honor in itself. However, Faye's voice was icy cold. "Cindy Vega, you're fired. Please make your way to the company now to sort out your paperwork as soon as possible." What? Cindy could hardly believe her ears. Faye ended the call right after that. She could hardly be bothered to continue talking to Cindy. Cindy's mind was in chaos as she held onto the phone, thinking that she had misheard Faye. However, the word fired was very clear, still ringing in her mind. After a long pause, she fell back on her seat in denial as her face turned pale. Nancy got a shock, hurrying over to help Cindy up. "Cindy, what's the matter? Are you all right?" As more time passed, Cindy finally returned to her senses. She started sobbing, then burst into tears and attracted the attention of the other guests in the restaurant. Nancy comforted her. It took her quite a while before Cindy finally calmed down. "What's the matter, Cindy? Did something happen at home?" Nancy asked in a panic. Yet Cindy hardly paid her any mind, holding tightly onto Santiago's hand. "Ricardo, you said that your company was going to hire me as vice chairman. You'll keep your word, right?" "Of course, darling," Santiago smiled. Finally, Cindy let out a sigh of relief before saying, "Thank goodness. I was going to quit Woods Corporate anyways, but they had the nerve to fire me. Just who do they think they are?" What? It was then that Nancy understood that Cindy was just fired from her position at Woods Corporate, and Nancy looked at Wilbur in disbelief. She had thought that it was a little unbelievable when Wilbur said that Cindy was fired. After all, Woods Corporate was quite a sizable company, and Wilbur probably did not have such a big influence even if he was powerful. However, from the look of things, the more unlikely explanation turned out to be true. Wilbur kept his word on all the things he said he would do, from talking down the Torrent clan to having a say in Willow Corp, and now, even Woods Corporate. Was there anything that was impossible for him? Just then, Wilbur said to Santiago, "You're pretty calm. How long are you going to keep lying to Cindy?" "I've never lied to this beautiful lady. You've been making all this up from the start," Santiago replied in a low voice. Wilbur frowned. He did not want Cindy to receive such a heavy blow all at once. But with how things were looking, it seemed like Cindy would only suffer more if this went on. He looked at Santiago. "I just need to make one phone call for you to be exposed. Do you really want to continue this charade?"